to me, talking about the movies I have seen recently and getting to fangirl over a lot of them. I've been doing this series this year on my channel where every couple of months I talk about the books I have read, I've talked about the movies that I have seen. The book videos have been kind of on the short side because I've been reading bigger books, so they're taking me longer, where my movies have been a little bit on the longer side. Now, I wanted to explain real quick the reason for that. My family, once a week, we have movie night. So once a week, I'm adding a movie to my list because I stay up, I watch the movie because it's movie night. So this list tends to be a little bit longer because of that at the moment than the book list. Now, as always, my star rating system, when I talk about what I rate these movies, no rhyme or reason to them. I just go with how much I enjoyed them. What I write down in my notebook for the star ratings may not be what I end up, not usually, but a lot of times I will tack them up, I'll tack it down while I'm sitting here talking to you because my opinion does change over time. When I sit with a story for a while, they do tend to be a little bit different down the road. So, with that said, let's get into this because I have a lot of movies to get through, so we need to get going. The first one is Dragon Hunters. This was kind of an older animated one. It's kind of a niche one. Hopefully I can find a picture for it and put it up here. This one was Dragon Hunters. I rated it a 4-star. It was a cute little movie. Again, it was animated. We followed Dragon Hunters, and we followed some dragons, and it was really cool. There were some really cool like shots and art in it. The story was fun and engaging. I'm not remembering a ton of it at the moment, which isn't the greatest signs, but I did really enjoy it. I rated that one a 4-star. It's a good one. The next one is the Robin Hood Disney movie. That's the animated Fox one. This one was a rewatch. I grew up with this movie. I love this movie. This one's a 5-star. I rewatch this movie every year, every couple years. Absolutely love. It's one of my favorite versions of Robin Hood, mostly because I grew up with it, but also because I think it's a really good version of Robin Hood. I don't know if I said this in the last video, because the last video I also talked about Robin Hood, but I grew up with a lot of Robin Hood stuff. He is one of my favorite, like, what do you call him? A folk hero? A legend? Stories, books. I grew up with his books. I grew up with this movie. I really like Robin Hood in general. He is the reason that I got into archery as a teenager. Haven't done as much recently, but I do want to get back into it. So this was a 5-star. It was a rewatch. I love this movie. I love Robin Hood as a fox. The songs in this movie are so good. Oodalati, Lottie, Nada Nottingham. Really, really, really good. Songs. It's a beautiful movie too. It's a great view of Robin Hood. Love this movie. The next two ones are ones I'm going to be really brief about, only because I eventually plan to do a video with my brother on these. So, Frankenstein 1930s. Anyone who's been watching these videos this year knows that me and my brother are watching through a lot of the classic Universal horror monster movies. They've been on almost every time I do one of these videos, they've been on the list, at least a couple of them. Eventually, as soon as we get through the list that we made of the movies we want to watch, we're going to do a tier ranking video on these, where both of us would dive into a little bit more on why we like these movies and tier rank how much we like them. But that said, Frankenstein, I rated it a 3-star. Compared to a lot of the other ones that we've seen, I thought this one was a little bit on the boring side, but it's still kind of cool, still kind of entertaining. In the same vein, we also watched The Mummies 1930s, which I rated that one a 4-star. I really enjoyed The Mummy a little bit more than Frankenstein, but yeah, they were both really cool. I love watching these movies. And again, tier ranking video, it's coming up. It may not happen till the end of the year, but we're working on it. We have to sit down and watch through these movies before we can tier rank them. We're working on it. Stay tuned for that. And then you get to see both of us like completely nerd out about these movies because they're so cool. And coming from two very different perspectives of these movies too. So let's see. We watched, let's see. The next one is Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones. Rated this one a 4-star. I actually think I like Raiders of the Lost Ark better than Temple of Doom, but I did still like this one. It's an Indiana Jones film. That's another one where I kind of grew up with the Indiana Jones films. Really enjoy it. This one was this one's fun because this one was his name Shorty in it, like the kid. He's so fun. Yeah, that's a good movie. They're always good movies. Go watch those. Maybe I haven't seen any of the new ones, and the fourth one I remember not liking. But like the original three, I really like. Really like Indiana Jones in general. So, ooh, the next one is Morbius. I watched Morbius, and I rated that one a 3 stars. I think I'm gonna leave it as a 3 stars because I can't remember much of the movie. I remember enjoying lots of some parts of it though. I thought Morbius himself was kind of creepy. The whole vampire superhero, that was kind of fun, kind of cool. But ultimately, I don't remember much of it now, so 3 stars it is. Lemonade Mouth, the Disney movie. This is a rewatch. I have seen this movie multiple times. It's one of those where it's like, it's kind of a guilty pleasure type movie, you know? Like, I know it's not, I mean, it's a Disney movie, but that's another one I kind of grew up with in my like teenage years into young adulthood. So I really enjoy this movie, and it's a good feel good type movie. So I just watch it occasionally. That one I watched with family. The rewatch, I rated it a 3 star. It's a good movie. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's pretty good. I'll sit and watch it almost any time it's on. So it's a cute one. It follows a band. I keep forgetting, like, maybe I should talk about what these plots are and stuff, but half the time I don't even remember. Yeah, it follows a band, Disney movie. Good Luck Charlie's actress is in it. Teddy Duncan is the main star. So it's pretty cool. Like that one. I don't know the name for this one specifically, but Fantastic Beasts, the first one in the Fantastic Beasts series. This was a rewatch. Now, I think there's 3 of them in the series, and I've seen 2 of them. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know I've only seen 2 of them. I don't know how many are in the series, but I know I've only seen 2 of them. I know I haven't seen the full thing. The first one is one that I have seen before. So this was a rewatch, and I don't know. I put it a 3 star. I might put it as a 4 star. I kind of actually really enjoyed this one. I always like the the quirky guy with all the animals and stuff. I like Newt Scamander. I like him. I also like the actor. He's a pretty cool actor and a lot of his behind the scenes stuff. So it's a cute movie. Dives into the Harry Potter world before Harry Potter. So it's kind of fun. Really enjoy that one. The next one, Airplane. The comedy, you know. Also a rewatch. Seen this one quite a few times. This one I rated a 3 star. Also, 3 star is my, like, it's a good movie. I watch it, but it's not like a favorite. Most of the time, that type of humor I don't care for, but if I'm in the right mood, I really enjoy that type of humor. Now, the thing about this movie, last time this time through watching this movie, because movie making has been a hobby of mine in the last couple years and something I've been doing a ton of like research and learning about, it was actually really fascinating watching this movie with a creator's lens, because ultimately, most of those shots, like 80% of that movie is very, almost student film. No, I don't mean this in a bad way, but very student film-esque. They are very simple shots. They're very, like, closed in, so there's not a lot of details on this, like, the set, the props and stuff. It still looks good, but they're very tight shots, and they're very simple shots. And the movie itself relies a lot on the dialogue and the humor and the dialogue part, which is actually really fascinating to me and really cool that it relies so much on the script and not as much on like the effects or anything. So it's just keep that in mind when you watch the movie next time, that they are very, like, those are very simple shots. And so much of the humor is simply on the words or cutting between one shot and to the next, like the timing of swapping between the shots. It's really fascinating. It was a really fascinating one to watch with that, like, creator's lens and hanging out in my brain. So it was kind of cool. All right, another one to add to my brother's list. We watched Werewolf in London. Another one of the old Universal movies. This one I did a 3-star, but I'm tacking it up to a 4-star because I remember really enjoying this one. Really pretty cool. Liked it a lot. I like these old like black and white horror movies. The effects in that one was pretty interesting to watch. Again, as someone getting into this as a hobby, that was pretty fun to see. The next one is Scream, the first Scream, the OG Scream. I have a sister who likes watching, well, I won't say that. She's seen all the Scream movies and she actually really likes the Scream movies. So she had it was her turn for the movie night. So we watched Scream with her and I kind of enjoyed it. I rated that one a 3-star. I'm not much of a horror person, which is really weird for me saying that I'm watching through the Universal horror movies. But I'm not really a scary person, horror film person, and I'm definitely not into like slasher flicks when the whole horror has to do with blood and gore. Not particularly my type, my cup of tea, you know, but I did enjoy this one. It was fun to watch. We were watching it with the family, so that's always fun. And then there was a little bit of like mystery in it because we don't know who the bad guy is. So that was fun to be like trying to figure out what's going on. And ultimately, not that bad of a movie. Did kind of enjoy it. Let's see, the next one. I didn't mark that one as a rewatch, but this one is a rewatch. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's a rewatch. That's another one that I watch every so often. Kind of grew up with, not really grew up with, but kind of grew up with. It's kind of in the same frame as like Airplane to me, where most of the time that's not the humor I go for, but occasionally if I'm like really in the mood, I do like that humor. So it's kind of fun. It is always fun when you're watching a movie where they have animated characters interacting with live action, real people. That's always fun when they're doing that. And always enjoyment. And again, it's kind of a fun, well, it's not really fun. It's kind of a fun story. Kind of cool. Ooh, the next one. Here we go. Here's the one I really wanted to get a chance to talk about. Me and my sister went to the movie theaters and we saw Supergirl 2026. We saw the new Supergirl when it came out. This movie, in the same universe as Superman. I don't know if Superman, no, because that was 2025, right? Okay, so I get to talk about both now. I get to talk about both Superman 2025 and Supergirl 2026, because they're in the same universe, right? If you know, you know. So I got to watch both of them. I've seen both of them, and let me tell you, I love these movies. I love both of these movies. Sorry about that. The camera battery died, so I just swapped the battery out real quick. Anyways, as I was saying, I love the Superman and Supergirl movies. The Superman movie, kind of fun. I went in with kind of like low expectations for it when we went to see it, and then I wish I had it. I wish I'd gone in with high expectations. It is such a good movie. I really, really enjoyed Superman 2025. It was a really good movie. As I said in my book video, the bad guy was actually a bad guy. Superman was Superman. I absolutely love it. The visuals were really fun. The story was cool. Could use a little, maybe you didn't need as many characters as they put in there. There's a lot of characters in Superman. Maybe you didn't need that many, but I still really, really like Superman. Now, Supergirl set in the same universe because they kind of teased it a little bit in the Superman movie. So we follow Supergirl, and this one I also really enjoyed. I thought it was a very beautiful film. There was a lot of action. There was a lot of like different alien species and stuff, which was really cool. And the overarching moral in it, I also really, really like. I would highly recommend you go and watch both movies. I personally really enjoyed both movies. They're really cool movies, in general. So go watch those. Those were so good. They were so good. Oh, so good. So good. Let's see the next one. We got 4 more to go. Here we go. Alrighty. Cats Don't Dance. Another kind of older animated one. This one had Darlene Dimple. Was a character I knew from pop culture, but I didn't know she was from that movie. This one kind of follows a bunch of animal actors trying to get into the human acting gig, which was kind of weird and strange, but it's a cute little animated one. It was fun. Enjoyed it. I rated that one a 4-star. Oh, Supergirl was a 5-star, by the way, and Superman's also a 5-star. So just so you know. That one I rated a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. The next one is Good Boy. It's an indie horror film that one of my sisters had me watch. And it was pretty good. I rated that one a 3-star. I did find it kind of scary in certain parts. I really like the atmosphere. The whole shtick for that one is that we're following the dog's perspective. So it's kind of like the dog's take on a horror film, sort of, kind of. Just as a bit of a warning, it is a really, really sad horror movie. Kind of made me cry more than, like, scared. But it was really cool, and as someone who, again, getting into filming, it was very fascinating to watch with a creator's lens. That's the main reason my sister wanted me to watch it, was because she knows I'm into the movie making. So, it was really fun to watch because of that, because we are following the dog's perspective, so watching them, how they did all the different camera stuff, was really fun and really interesting. But it's a really sad movie. Just saying. Let's see. Next is Rio 2. My family watched Rio 1, but I think I was at work or doing something else, so I didn't watch it. But we rewatched Rio 2. I rated this one a 2-star. Did not care for this one whatsoever. I really didn't care for this one. I don't like the girl bird. We kept introducing new characters every 30 minutes. We had a new subplot that was going on. And I guess technically the subplots had to tie in with each other, but not really. They really didn't need all the subplots. The B plot and C plot and D plot. They were not necessary. We didn't need those. Didn't like this movie. I rated it a 2-star. Didn't care for this movie at all. And then the last one, the very last one, and this one I will take a minute to talk about. I watched U.S. Marshals, which I rated a 3-star. Now, I think I've talked about it before in one of my other videos. This movie takes place in the same universe as the movie The Fugitive, starring Tommy Lee Jones and Harrison Ford. The U.S. Marshal takes place after that, and we're following Tommy Lee Jones and his team. This one's a little bit more focused on his character specifically, and a little bit less on the different fugitives that he goes after. So it's in the same universe. That's why I wanted to watch it, because The Fugitive is one of my absolute favorite action films. I really love that movie. So I wanted to watch this one because it's the same universe, same characters, and I really like Tommy Lee Jones' character, the Marshal character in this. I did rate this one only a 3-star though, because it wasn't quite as good as The Fugitive is. I still really enjoyed a lot of it. I really enjoyed his performance. I like all of his team. And in this one, instead of having Harrison Ford, we have a very, very young, hang on, I can't say his name. Rowdy Jr.? Iron Man? Wait, no, I know his name. Hang on. Robert Downey Jr. There it is. Robert Downey Jr. A very, very young Iron Man is in this as one of the characters also. So that was kind of fun watching him. And I knew he was in the movie, but I forgot he had been in the movie. So when he first showed up, kind of threw me. It was really weird and very distracting because I know him as Iron Man. So that was kind of weird. Ultimately, it was a good movie. Enjoyed it. I don't think the plot was quite as solid as the other one, and then we also killed one of the main side characters, which, I mean, I'm kind of sad about because I really, really liked him, and we killed him, so I'm not particularly happy about that. But ultimately, it was a good movie. I enjoyed them. These, like, not weird, but, like, low-key action films, I really enjoy and absolutely love them. That one is the last one I watched. I watched that one over this last weekend. Kind of really enjoyed it. Not quite as long a video as I've done with the other ones. I didn't get go into deep dive with a lot of these movies. Just kind of talking real quick, just saying what ones I like, which ones I don't like. Go watch Superman. Go watch Supergirl. Go watch the Universal old horror monster movies. They are so good. They are so fun. They are so weird. They're really good movies. Go watch those if you can find them. Most of them are in Tubi, FYI. They're really good. So, yeah. Those are the movies I've watched. I don't know when I'll get a chance to make another one of these. I'll go for a while here until I have so many that I can make some more. So, I'll see you in the next video.